Hey out there all you Maplers and everyone, it's Ranzu, and this time I'm coming to you with a bit of a different video, not a Let's Play or announcement or anything like I normally do, but I've been playing BoredMS lately, and I noticed one thing a lot of people have trouble on is skills and weapons they use and such. Not just weapons, but also their skills being the main thing. Now, I see common posts in the forum about what skills do I use, what's this, what's that, best things for damage, best things for how to use my skills. And one of the main things I notice people doing is forgetting that there's macros. Macros, I've literally got like 15 buffs all at once with all those. But another common problem with that is some buffs overwrite the other buffs. But if you cast them in a different order, they don't overwrite. Now there are your common buffs that are like increase your weapon speed, increase your weapon damage, and of course usually a movement speed increase or a party buff. What I've done though is I've organized all my buffs in a way that makes it where all my buffs will guaranteed stack and don't override each other, so I get benefits from all of them. So I'm not gonna beat around the bush for a while. I'm just gonna dive right into it and tell you. As the first set of macros I'm using are it's might, then thorns, and then body pressure. Thorns is from the dual blade, and body pressure is from Iran. I can't remember off the top of my head where might is from. But I believe might be from, I don't know, possibly Iran actually. I think mine is from Iran as well. So might is just, you know, attack and defense increase and allows you to knock back enemies. Thorns is increases your attack by a lot. Like Thorns is a staple skill for many people in the server. It's crazy to not have Thorns. Body pressure, I've noticed a lot of less people using, but it does increase your damage a little bit. And enemies you hit nearby do get hit some more, so it's really helpful for like freaking Horntail and everything. Next are 3 Kaiser skills, because Kaiser's a good class with some really good buffs. Then there's Power Stance, which is hold your ground being struck. This helps with your bossing because, as we all know, Horntail and Chaos Horntail just love to smack you around the map, and this just makes it where they can't bully you, and you're just like, no, forget you, Horntail, I'm the boss. Robust Armor just reduces the amount of damage you take. As you get higher level, you probably won't need this as much, but for those people that still want to do Magnus and Empress and all those crazier bosses, this is still a really good item to have. Nova Warrior is basically the same thing as Maple Warrior, except it's just the Nova version of it. Now, some people say if you cast them in a certain way, Maple Warrior and Nova Warrior stack, but the ways I've tried it, I can't get them to stack, but there might be a way to. I'll come back to you guys and find out if there is. Then there's combat orders. This grants bonus skill level to the skills of everyone in your party, which means, like, see how my skills are all maxed? If I cast combat orders, it gives them +2 to all of them, and they go beyond the max, which means they get still more damage added on even then. It's not required, but I notice it makes a noticeable difference in some skills. Then there's Regain Strength, which improves the weapon attack of all party members. Like I said, each class usually has its, you know, increased weapon attack, blah, 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 etc., etc. Now, here's what I was talking about earlier. If I cast Regain Strength before I cast Thorns, Thorns cancels out Regain Strength. But if I cast Thorns first, then Regain Strength, it doesn't cancel out. Meaning that allows them to stack. That's why I have my buffs put in the macros in this exact order. Then there's Soul Charge. Soul Charge is the move from Samurai that gives your weapon a holy attribute, which is basically fancy talk for gives it bonus damage, because it's plus 130% damage, which, as we know, that's a pretty healthy chunk. Then there's Sharp Eyes. Sharp Eyes, this is the one from the Crossbowman, which actually is better than the one from the Bowman. Most people don't notice the difference, but this one actually gives you more critical damage and better critical rate. But, quick note, there is the error in the Bowman class, where when you first start off as Bowman, if you try to open your skill book at level 1 Bowman, it will DC you. So if you're going to try to go Crossbowman to get this, don't open your skill book till 4th job, and even then, don't click on the first Archer skill book, otherwise it'll crash you. Then there's Advanced Blessing. Advanced Blessing is a great bishop skill. This is basically cream of the crop right here. It gives you attack, magic attack, defense, accuracy, avoidability, max HP, max MP, and upon using skills, MP costs will be reduced. This is just like one of those needed skills. Some people told me they have the idea that Advanced Bless will stack with Bless, but it will not. No matter which way you try to cut that cake, that cake's not cutting that way. Then there's Lightning Charge. Yeah, I know there's Flame Charge and the other charges from the Page skill. Like, that's what this one's from, is Page. I know there's other, you know, elemental charges, but the difference between them and this one being that Lightning Charge stacks with Holy Soul Charge, whereas the other charges do not. And another thing I noticed is this is another one of those skills where it's like, if I cast Lightning Charge, then Soul Charge, it overwrites Lightning Charge. But if I cast Soul Charge first, then Lightning, it doesn't overwrite. Then there's, of course, Holy Symbol, which gives everyone a bonus XP. That's always just a nice, hey, give me some XP skill. Then there's Haste. I believe this is the Haste from either Dark Avenger or Assassin, because this one's for the entire team. Yeah, there's the one for Dual Blade that's only for yourself, but I like to use the one for the entire team just to be a nice guy. And then, of course, there's their basic Sword Booster. The only reason I have Sword Booster is because I can't think of any other skills right off the top of my head that I can really use, and I'm always using a Katana, just because Katana allows me to use the other skills that I have. And with the Katana, it's just, if you know how to Zakum RB right, you'll always level up right back to where you need to be able to use it, and Katanas provide a good amount of damage while still giving you a wide plethora of skills to use, where it's like, some skills won't work with two-handed swords, some skills don't work with daggers, etc., etc., and Katana just seems to be that nice balance that I needed. This is it for right now on buffs. Next video, I'll be going over attack skills, and if these buffs you don't think are the best, tell me in the comments or in the forum post what you guys think is the best and what buffs you want to use, or some suggestions, and I will definitely probably make a follow-up video within the next month and update this. Until then, everyone, I will see you all next time.